welcome everyone to the Relentless Undead. I'm your host, Robert. Today I'm with Starfield. If you want to check me out on YouTube or on Twitch, you can. Under the username The Relentless Undead. I also have a community Discord. If you want to check it out, it should be linked below. Today's goal here is to try to getting myself as close to level 100 as possible. I am level 63. Because that's the only achievement I'm missing for this game. Is to get to level 100. Which all the quick level up guides no longer work, so or at least the last time I checked.
Thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
Yeah, sure, I got your back.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool. I never gonna go.
Yeah, I'll get to the Trade Authority first. Wait for her. Sweet ass time.
Just who made that ship of yours? Looks like it could
visit
blow
from
Deimos
Mast.
right out of
How
orbit.
delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what. I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
Oh, yeah, relax. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I'd do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
What happened to your hands? Your hands okay? Yeah?
Having a good one?
Mess with
Hands?
me and I'll
They're
serve you my
cramping up.
famous knuckle sandwich.
Rick? Who the fuck's Rick?
That pilot exam's coming up. I've been studying so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was your last week.
If you got anything valuable on you, keep it close. Never know what might happen down here.
I don't like your attitude, Rick.
Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now.
Alright, do it.
Yeah, well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for. Hey, beat it!
You okay if I punch him in the face?
You won't find anything at Enric's. That place is where good selection goes to die.
Or... Okay.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
That little fall spring playing.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of Mask knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
No, I won't steal from this man yet. Hey, buddy. I'm actually gonna probably not steal from him at all. Is the suggestion that one of the people make is like you steal from him? Which is easy enough. You can actually like just command you to go somewhere. But I'm gonna try to keep it where I
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation before she returns. I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
yeah, I was thinking about just picking up guns as I like progress and just
I read an article about the old John's diet. I think I'm going to try it out for myself. That sounds great.
junction box.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
I don't know if I have any fixed. Damn, it's a huge factor in my life here. Yeah, I don't have anything fixed.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what.
Nope, none of these. Nope. Yeah, commercial district.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the welcome to UC Distribution. I hope we have what you need.
I'm gonna buy that, and then you don't have any miscellaneous, so I'll have to
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
deal with that.
I've met so many interesting people from working at the distribution center.
Interesting that that's an uppercut. Oh, the other place would have it. Spaceport, yeah.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping in. I can take care of transactions and... Oh, please, take a look.
Okay, so miscellaneous. Yeah, I'll take all three.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I can actually leave this picture.
I used to be an actual.
Okay. There's there. Well, it's classified stealing, so I don't care. Also, because it also isn't worth a lot. this way. Run back to the well.
Really?
Something to report?
You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it?
There you go.
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this. Someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Okay. This one.
Is that your ship that landed, Dr. Smoke?
Activated.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work. You are, of course, welcome at any time here at Mast. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored.
Sorry, I'm just gonna try to do some change thing.
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is. The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility. But
Okay.
I hope you're not here to report something.
I'm gonna pick something up for the UC.
You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Come on. Just tell me where to pick it up.
Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Okay.
Good luck with the mission.
Oh, yeah. Wait. If you wanted me to use the train,
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may
why
see
not
it inside.
come to the train station? Deliver the package.
How's the Still have questions? Go ahead
Bring
and
a package.
ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
I wouldn't make a habit of bringing people off the streets.
Well, I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know. Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Yeah, we can do that. Yes. Birthday. Come on.
excited to see Tony after work.
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again.
Looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good.
You must have some kind of plan.
I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
Let me guess, coworker and jilted lover?
What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
Oh, yeah, your research.
Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process?
Okay. So I go to there. Next, it's not far.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
Well, I'm on mass business too. I need some research data. Trees?
Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
He says it isn't about him. Lives are at stake.
Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. but I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Fine, I'm in.
Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
You know, how about we just... You give me the data now and we just skip the rest?
Sorry, that's not on the table.
Or encountering spawning data from other individuals of the same species, even the smallest sapling, will help.
Someone else can spend time examining shrubs then. Not my problem.
There has to be a way you can work this out.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Fine. Do it for the credits. But you better not stiff me.
Oh, good. Thank God. You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this'll be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the files, and get out. Really simple. Best of luck out there.
Oh man, I really hope that I level up fast. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so you can go, you cannot go there. You can go here. You can go here. Oh no, it was this one. Prepare reports, test lines, crews to carry out assignments starting with the beneath me, and there are plenty of idiots who can scribe bark. Has been removed from the his project team and placed on administrative. Abusive behavior has assumed the attempting to ambush President, starting with this. You know what? Purge. Purge. Let's help them both out. And now they're both theoretically helping.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to
Okay.
Cool spacesuit.
If it isn't Kelton's little errand runner. You have some good news for me?
Yeah, the records are clean now.
They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
Okay.
I hope we're not too late to avoid disaster. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
I did that one too, and then at the end, you basically get to decide if you still want to help him or not, and I chose to still help him. Also because of the fact that it was going to be more experience breaking into her place. Yeah, here's the information.
You're absolutely right. I don't want to know. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
Just doing my part.
And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Yes, that's what this is. That's why I'm doing these quests again. I am Starborn. I haven't seen any new dialogue options, but it would make sense.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
Oh, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, I was gonna probably repeat it, because, yeah.
Interesting.
You want this rock breaker in our organization? After getting lost the first time?
But he still showed up, didn't he? Isn't persistence a signature trait for an explorer?
We're at the beginning of a very important discovery here. What you found on Vectera, the artifact. There's more. And they're creating something we don't understand yet. If you're serious about wanting to be a part of this, then you have to know that we are diving headfirst into the unknown. There could be considerable risks.
I'm ready. Let's find out where these artifacts are. You really don't know anything about the artifacts?
We probably know as much as you do at this point. As you can see, they're forming something now that we have multiple pieces. What it is, we'll have to find out together.
I'm ready.
Good. We'll set you up with a room. Take some time to meet everyone. Then, when you're ready, you and I will be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. So, Noelle, Constellation living up to your expectations?
Yes, ma'am, of course. I honestly can't imagine being anywhere else.
Just making sure. Bright young girl like you, there are no shortage of opportunities.
Okay, maybe not every single day is a dream come true, but the work we're involved in, the discoveries we're making, it's all worth it.
Sarah can go fuck herself with a big rusty fucking knife. Fucking hate her.
Can I help?
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home.
If this is literally your first time realizing that I hate Sarah, I'm going to state the record that I've recorded 34
What can I help you with?
Of Starfield, and every single at a certain point in them, I started saying "fuck you, Sarah" on some of their bases, and I have literally sent you messages telling you that I hate her, despite the fact that you're obsessed with this blonde bombshell. And I'm doing quotations here. Okay.
So, are you ready to get to work, or was there something else?
Alright.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
She's not perfecto. The fact that she gets mad at you a lot is the problem. I'm pretty sure you're in a toxic relationship, my guy.
Felt the same way when I started too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself.
and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Got it.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
So, in the chat, Jupiter brought up that Sarah will lock him in his captain quarters when he's being cheeky. With the amount of time that Bryant is cheeky, I'm gonna let you know right now, he's locked in his quarters all the fucking time. Then Tammy went hashtag ban Sarah. And even though he didn't actually go hashtag, Bryant went hashtag bay Sarah. Tammy wants me to pick up all these hammers so I can use them on Sarah as a ban hammer. Oh, hey, food. I can sell all this. Make no profit. Now, Bryant is telling me his life story about how he... Someone's room. If it's not stealing, it's not staying. You guys didn't want me to take your stuff and sell it on the market. I should have said it's stealing. Bryant then told me where they got married. On their favorite planet, apparently. Shortly afterwards, I'm pretty sure Sarah went complained at him that he looked at some girl's butt, locked him in the room, and then had a male suitor come over and massage her. Forcing Bryant to watch the massage. He's also informing me that they moved all their credits to her account because it was more secure. And now he gets an allowance. trying to think here. Okay. Get him.
That last click is...
Oh wow, this is actually all better gear.
so satisfying, isn't it?
Holy shit. I just upgraded my armor. Ooh, which one do I use? What kind of ammo do they both use different types of ammo? Okay, so favorite this one here. Favorite this one here. Favorite this one down here. So that way I just don't accidentally sell it. Combat veteran. Carrying capability. And pulsing. Cool. It's interesting it's 50 across the board. Where is my armor? What is actually states that my armor is right now? Stats? 149 with 50s. So just keep that in mind when I put on my new armor. So besides airborne and radiation, and I guess corrosion didn't go. Corrosive didn't go up as much as I wanted it to, but that's not bad. Oh, hey, there's another gun. See what else I can take around here. And if you guys didn't want me selling it, this would be theft, right? That's how that works, right? You didn't want me stealing something that's classified as theft? Or selling something, not selling something, taking something?
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
Gotta make money somehow, right? Keep. Not yet. Second. Ooh, can I take this? Yep. Ooh. Look at all that nice stuff. Ooh, you're looking at that bowl? Here, let me take that bowl. There's someone's diary. Did I just look at Sarah's butt? No. Does she even have a butt? She's flat back there. Flatter than the salt flats? Okay. Did I just pick up the Elder Scroll? Okay. here. Take fire extinguisher. Take the other fire extinguisher. Those. Yep. Okay, not sure where that book was, but okay. Also, I'm not sure what just disappeared, but that's okay too. Let's do this one. Ooh, hello. Oh man, there's just so much stuff I'm gonna be able to sell. And for no reason. I really don't need this money. Oh, I can't even get into that.
Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
Oh my god, already? Oh, I can take that. Good. I think it's only like what, 1 or 2 rooms? And I'd be so pissed. Like seriously, I'd be so fucking pissed off if this was actually like happening to me. It's like our leader of our group invites this guy into our group. He's in our group for less than a day. He goes to do a mission with our leader. Oh, sorry. He gets... our leader starts following him around our base. At which point, he takes everything that's not nailed down. Including all of our personal belongings. And then sells them. And our boss does nothing. Fuck, would I ever be pissed? Okay, so we're on this corridor. Honestly, think there's not many rooms left for me to loot. And I will show you guys how much money I made off this place. I do plan on buying the place in the well.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently, he's got some... work.
Go talk to the principal quarters.
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Service, Captain.
I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll be fine, but still. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
This feels like... yeah.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection. But Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
You move a little faster.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
You could be the tender. You could be the chicken tenders there.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Yep. So that's done. Okay, let's go to the store.
Ever run into spacers?
Oop.
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. You're seeing the doctor. That's it.
The receptionist? Are you the receptionist?
I talked to your boss. She agreed that you need to take care of yourself. I know it's the funny, but a lot of times the earlier they catch something, the better it is.
You're right.
Where did Sarah just go? The fuck did Sarah just do? Clearly watched her go into a restricted area.
Please let me know if I may assist you.
Yeah, I need to sell stuff to you.
You won't find a larger array of options in all. I'm sure you'll be satisfied with the
These
selection.
are legally acquired items. Oh, you don't care. Because they're not clothing.
I'll see you again, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Life in New Atlantis needs something but don't have a lot of time? That's why I'm here. I've got all your basics right here.
All of this.
Be seeing you.
Still overburdened? Okay. Consort? Yes.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. Welcome to Centurion Art. All sales are final. Only the finest collection.
No, you just want my guns.
Evening, sir.
Catch you next game, Sarah. Or jump on the back or something.
If it belongs on your ship, then... Oh, please, take a look.
Oh, this is your stuff. I don't want your stuff. I want my stuff. Miscellaneous. I really wish they would move digital pics from miscellaneous. The only other thing is resources. I'm going to keep hold of. Notes. We're going to sell one of every copy. Okay.
Appreciate the business.
Sarah, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Matteo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem. In the meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. officer.
I'm looking for work. You have any?
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
Yep, I can do that.
Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. Let me know if you have any questions.
Hey, buddy.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it! Is it you? Is it really, really you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, Constellation's shining star of stars.
It's me.
Then the day is truly blessed. Because for a moment, I wasn't sure if you were real or just another hallucination. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be.
I agree, it's clearly destiny.
I know, right? And you can try to fight destiny, but you probably aren't going to win. Although, if I'm being honest, I'd wager you could beat just about anything, even theoretical concepts. But why would you, in this case? Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
Welcome aboard, my guy. Oh, actually, you're gonna be my sidekick. Won't you need a costume?
Good point. I'll start working on it right away, as soon as I learn how to sew. Until then, maybe I can be a sidekick in training. Do you have an academy where fans can practice groveling at your feet? If not, I can start one.
Oh, welcome aboard, man.
You won't be disappointed. Is it weird that I still get nervous around you? We're literally best friends after all.
Losing my life. Okay.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to... I've flown across most of the settled systems, and all Mantis skills are improved. Yet, I still get sick.
and my spouse to enhance for their birthday. It'll be a gift for both of us.
Good for you.
All of our signatures. There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here.
Like that happened here in the restaurant?
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
Can you describe patrons?
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered.
Game? These two men dined together?
Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Chunks will take years off your life, I'm telling you. I ate some once.
People joke. Say those maroon zealots.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Man who's charging you for theft?
Yes, the man who... Wait, what? He's accusing me of theft? The nerve of that Lothario! 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter!
Your ex claims he stole that ring.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
It's still his property.
I don't care. I'm not giving it to you.
Defying UC security isn't very smart.
So you would rob me too. You're not giving me a choice, are you?
Stop being stubborn and just give him the ring. I was hoping for a better one, but there's no green one.
You're right. My stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often.
Really want to go to jail for this?
True, I don't want to go to prison. I've heard stories and they rarely end well. time. I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison. Here.
I don't know why people like that statue. All of them talk about that goddamn statue, and I don't know why. I fucking hate that statue. I don't hate it, I just don't like it. But I don't see the point in it. It's just a statue.
What can I do for you? Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
There's my investigation.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
Yep, here you go.
Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Keep.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Okay, I didn't hear anything bad about them until you just spoke that ill. Here you go.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day.
Yeah, talk to this guy again.
Working at the Office of Interstellar Affairs is
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
Yeah, I'll help you.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. My thoughts precisely. Now, as of yet, there has been no response. And clearly, none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
Okay. Worth peace offering.
Certainly wouldn't have been my first suggestion. Something about the common roots of humanity or some such. Politicians and their metaphors. Of course you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kastler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Okay, so the only other one is to go to Earth. I have to pay my mortgage again.
This space is on.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
Well, listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you?
I'm just a star captain seeing what New Atlantis has to offer.
Really? You have your own ship? Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative.
You're prodding me up so up pretty thick there.
So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. And what I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge.
Come in with the mark then.
Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. and Dieter Maliki Jump's system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen.
What's the next step?
I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current.
Decided to take a break from exploring to collect some debts? Not exactly Constellation-worthy pastime, but I'll follow your lead.
I hate to end on this note, but, you know, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you. Together we can really make a difference.
I'd like to talk to you about my house.
Right. Small home in the Olympus system, right? There's a balance on that property. Argos Extractors negotiated a very fine loan for you. There are weekly payments, but if you miss a payment, no big deal. It's a pay-as-you-go type of affair. But I think we'd all be happier if you dealt with the mortgage one way or the other.
Tell me my options?
Certainly. So there are two ways to take care of a loan for good. One's easy. Just pay off the balance, then the house is yours, free and clear, and you are one very happy new homeowner. The other option, less ideal, is just walk away and we foreclose on the property. Absolutely. Take all the time you need.
Yeah, I hate that you have to pay for that again. That's silly. Like, I understand it's another, like, universe, but come on.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Love to join the Vanguard. Set me up.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted.
That should be good.
What can I do for you, applicant?
Okay. Fine.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
I don't know, Tim. Not wrapped?
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more: independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Freestar Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus Proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade. The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day. Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably wounded the settled systems. There were times I felt...
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nera. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nera remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war. Tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the TerroMorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, TerroMorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
One of my slates said TerroMorphs can control people's minds. But that can't be true.
Oh,
I really hope this is just a phase.
After the devastation wrought by the Colony War, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the Armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. Just head in whenever you're ready. This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant. currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
Let's see how good I'm actually.
New targets active.
Never been. I didn't even fucking injure him. Why did my missiles not fucking hit? Jesus crap, where the fuck are...
Target defeated.
Yeah, that one. So, this is... There you were. Back here. I missed my ship. My ship is like so much more stronger. Not this one. How many is X when you actually get a lock on? Yes.
Target elimination imminent. Target
There.
defeated.
Piece of crap.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 3 reached.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers.
No, I'm out of here. No, exit.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered? So these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
Yep. All right, sir, yes, sir.
I like the fire, applicant. Let's get into it. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. 2 traits the Vanguard values highly. Your physiological results are, that's odd. The system couldn't get a read on you. You get your kicks flying too close to stars? Because you're putting out some interesting radiation. Don't worry though, it's not going to affect your score, it's just, different is all. But, where were we? Now, how'd you do against your foes? Alright, clear tier 3. We try to set a high bar, so that's no small feat. Nice work.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Better than your average lab rat or diplomat, but pretty standard for folks going out into combat.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
You also my grandmother 5 years down the line.
Honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed? Fantastic. Then just follow me.
Oh, Lilith.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
I do.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Let's do it.
That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
I think I'm gonna call it here. I don't know if I'm gonna end the stream or not. But I think I'm definitely done with Starfield today. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this, you want to check out more of my stuff, you can check it out on YouTube and on Twitch under the username TerroMorph. I also have a community Discord if you want to check it out. Below. Till next time.